Spread along the sparkling blue Adriatic Sea, Croatia constantly claws at travelers' wanderlust with its pebbly coves, rolling green hills and historic yet vibrant cities, which play host to festivals and events throughout the year. So, of course, you want to visit, but when is the best time to go? Whether you're looking to slump down on the beach or enjoy the action at one of the country's famous wine festivals, keep things cheap or avoid the tourist crowds, here's our guide to the best time to visit Croatia. High season. July and August. Croatia's high season in July and August offers guaranteed sun but also guaranteed crowds, due, in part, to European schools being on summer break. Accommodation prices are also at their highest during this peak period. July and August is also prime festival season, bringing added incentive for a visit. Dubrovnik and Split both host summer festivals with concerts and theater staged around town, and Kirk's eponymous fair includes medieval costumes and stalls selling traditional handicrafts. Shoulder season. May to June and September. Shoulder season is a great time to visit the coast. The Adriatic is warm enough for swimming, the crowds are sparser and prices are lower. In spring and early summer, the Mistral, strong, steady westerly wind, makes for great sailing. Low season. October to April. Winters in Croatia are cold and ferry schedules are vastly reduced. However, crowds are very thin and accommodation prices low, and October and April offer a chance of good weather, if you time it right. Christmas brings a buzz to Zagreb's streets with its winter market, even with the snow. There's also skiing from December to February at Šleme, a short distance from the town. January. As the country goes back to work after the holidays, snow makes inland roads difficult to tackle, while strong winds on the coast and islands limit the ferry schedule. This is one of the least popular months for tourism, though skiers may be tempted by the downhill slopes right outside Zagreb at Šleme, the main peak of Mount Medvednica, and culture vultures may be drawn to the Night of Museums event, which sees dozens of museums and galleries around the country throw open their doors to the public on the last Friday in January. Key events. Night of Museums. February. Enjoy scenic snowy hikes in continental Croatia but still be mindful on the roads. Bura, cold northeasterly winds blow along the Adriatic, ferries run infrequently and many hotels in coastal towns shut down. If you enjoy a party though, February may appeal, with pre-Lent carnival celebrations bringing colorful costumes and revelry to towns like Rijeka, Zadar, Split, Dubrovnik and Samobor. The Feast of Saint Blaise, honoring Dubrovnik's patron saint, also brings dancing and fun to the streets of the city at the very start of the month. Key events. Carnival, Feast of Saint Blaise. March days start to get longer and temperatures begin to rise, especially at the seaside. As winter ice melts, it's a great time to catch the waterfalls in Plitvice and Krka. Most action is still indoors, but hefty discounts on accommodation make March a more tempting prospect. The annual documentary festival Zagreb Docs starts in late February and continues into March, bringing a buzz to the city of Zagreb. Key events. Zagreb Docs. April. April is a great month to visit Croatia for those serious about avoiding the tourist crowds. It's the last month of low season, but still hoping for pleasant weather. April brings days of glorious sun, especially towards the end of the month, but also rain and chilly temperatures, and unpredictability that keeps visitor numbers low. Trees also start to blossom during April, making the countryside picturesque, and, as rivers swell with water, it's a great time for rafting and kayaking. Hvar's 500-year-old Holy Week events, including the all-night-long Following the Cross procession, which is inscribed on the UNESCO Cultural Heritage of Humanity list, adds extra incentive for an April visit. Key events. Holy Week. May marks the beginning of shoulder season in Croatia. It's sunny and warm on the coast, and you can take a dip in the sea. Hotels are cheaper, too, and crowds have yet to arrive in earnest. Cafe life in Zagreb and Split kicks into full gear. If that wasn't enough, May is bookended by two intriguing cultural events. The Feast of Saint Domnius, Split's patron saint, is stretched out into a week-long extravaganza starting at the beginning of the month. Expect concerts, rowing races, religious rituals and fireworks. While on the last Sunday, renowned winemakers and winegrowers of Istria open the doors to their wine cellars for free tastings and wine-fueled merrymaking. Key events. Feast of Saint Domnius, Open Wine Cellar Day. June swim in the Adriatic, take in festivals across the country and enjoy outdoor activities galore during June. Ferries start their summer schedule, peak season prices haven't quite kicked in and hotels are still not packed. July tourist season is in full swing. Hotels along the coast get booked out, beaches are busy and ferries run on their maximum schedule. Head inland to escape the coastal crowds. July is also the epicenter of Croatia's festival season, with Dubrovnik Summer Festival, which has been bringing classical music, theater and dance to the streets of the city since the 1950s, and Split Summer Festival, where open-air stages for plays, ballet, and concerts erected all over the harborside city, just two of the many events happening. Zadar's Full Moon Festival sees the city's quays lit with torches and candles, stalls selling local delicacies, and boats lining the quays become floating fish markets. Key events: Dubrovnik Summer Festival, Split Summer Festival, Full Moon Festival. August tourist season peaks in the Adriatic, with the hottest days and sea temperatures, swarming beaches and highest prices. Zagreb is hot but empty, as people escape to the coast. Events this month include the KRK Fair, a 3-day Venetian-inspired event held on the island of KRK that includes concerts, medieval costumes and stalls selling traditional food and handicrafts, and the annual Vukovar Film Festival, showing features, documentaries and shorts, mainly from Danubian countries. Visiting is a great way to support the city, which is still recovering from the war. Key events: KRK Fair, Vukovar Film Festival. September. The summer rush is over, but sunshine is still plentiful, the sea is warm and the crowds have largely gone. It's a great time to visit Croatia. Zagreb comes alive again after the summer exodus to the coast. The Festival of Sabatina kicks off the white truffle season in Istria on the second Saturday in September. Stick around to help consume the giant truffle omelette. Key events: Festival of Sabatina. October. Children are back in school, parents are at work and the country sways to its regular rhythms. Ferries change to their winter schedule but the weather is still pretty mild. November. The continent chills but the seaside can still be sunny, albeit not warm. Many hotels along the coast shut their doors for the season, as do many restaurants. Martinje, St. Martin's Day, is celebrated in all the wine-producing regions across Croatia on the 11th of November. There are wine celebrations and lots of feasting and sampling of new wines. Key events: Martinje. December. It's freezing everywhere, but marginally less so on the coast. In this deeply Catholic country, the churches are filled to bursting for midnight mass on Christmas morning. Zagrebians brave the freezing temperatures for the mulled wine and street food at this site-shifting Advent market. Key events: Christmas Day, Zagreb Christmas Market.